2.
Yes, it will be x. It will be x to the power of 2. How did you find it? Here we have 2, right? We said square root, right? So we can say 4 divided by 2, it will be x to the power of 2. What about if I have another question? Square root a to the power of 8, b to the power of 4. So the answer, it will be what?
It
A.
will be
A power 4, B
A
power
power
2.
4
Yes,
and B power 2.
very good.
Because you'll divide 8 by 2 and 4 by
Yes. So we will divide it by 2 because it's a square root. So I have a to the power of 4, b to the power of 2. What about if I have a to the power of 6, b to the power of 4, and I want to put this number under the radical sign, under the square root. So it will be what? Grade 9. A power 6, b power 4, and I want to put it under the square root. So what we have to do?
A to the power of 3 or B to the power of 2.
Yes, very good. How did you calculate it, ya Ahmed?
We'll divide the powers.
Yes, we will divide the power by 2. So a to the power of 6, b to the power of 4, we will put it under the radical sign by divided by 2 because we said square root. So we will divide it by 2, which means it will be a to the power of 3 and b to the power of 2. Let me say a question. If I have square root 3 equal 3 to the power of how many? Square root 3 equal 3 to the power of how many? Square root 3 equal 3 to the power of how many? Where are you, grade 9? Yes. Who raising their hands? Yes, Farah Mahlab.
To the power of half.
To the power of half. Thank you. How did you find it, ya Farah?
Because 3, the square root has 2, so we're gonna make the power.
Very good. So the square
1 divided by 2.
Very good. So we know that the square root or the radical sign for the square root, we have 2, right? And the exponent above 3 was 1. So the answer, it will be 3 to the power of what? 3 to the power of half. Thank you. Then let me back with you for the square root 49. It was x to the power of 2, then square root of 49. So the answer, it will be what? It will be square root how many? You're supposed to have how many under the radical sign to find the answer for the square root? Square root 49. Maybe it was, yes, Hannah?
7.
Yes, maybe it was 7. Very good. We have another option?
Yes.
Maybe it
Negative
was
7.
Yes, very good. Maybe it was negative 7. I appreciate your work, Hannah. Thank you. So maybe it was negative 7 to the power of 2, right? So 7 to the power of 2 or negative 7 to the power of 2, both of them, it will give us 49. Then the square root of 49, it maybe was 7 or negative 7 under the radical sign. For this reason, once we have a square root of 49, so the answer, it will be what, ya Laura?
Positive, negative, positive,
Thank you. So if I would say find the 2 square root of 49, so the answer, it will be positive or negative 7. Thank you. Then, in our lesson, we want to know how we can find or how we can solve the quadratic equation by using a square root. How we can solve the equation by using a square root. Then, let me give you an example. So again, Ahmed Magdi, what is the title for our lesson today, Ahmed? Ahmed Magdi.
Yes.
What is the title for our lesson today?
No, I just entered. I don't know.
You just entered. So please wake up, ya Ahmed. Okay? We are going to continue the lesson which we're talking about solving quadratic equation by using a square root. We have three types to answer the equation by using the square root. Sometimes we have two solutions, positive or negative. Sometimes we have only one solution, which it will be 0, or another time we can say no real solutions. Then, again, what is our lesson today? Solving about what? Solving what?
Quadratic functions
Quadratic,
with square roots.
solving quadratic equation. And what's a quadratic equation, grade 9?
Ax power 2 plus bx plus c.
Yes, but you ax square. Who can tell me the general formula?
ax power 2 plus
Very good. Square.
bx plus c.
Yes, so it will be ax to the power of 2, solving quadratic equation by using a square root. So we said quadratic equation, we can write it in the form ax square plus bx plus c, right? And I said we have three different types of solutions. We have three different types of solutions. I said them now. Who can tell me? I said sometimes we will find what? What did I say? Okay, Ritaj.
One solution.
Yes, sometimes we will find one solution. Yes.
And no solution.
No solution or?
Infinite of solutions.
No, two solutions. Okay, so sometimes we will find two solutions. And another time we will find one solution. And another time we will say no real solution. Okay, so first two solutions, one solution, no real solutions. So I'm going to give you an example about each case. For the first question, in case we have x to the power of 2 equal 64. What is the solution set for this question? X to the power of 2 equal 64. Yes, Laura.
Positive and negative square root of 8.
Thank you. Yes, very good. How did you find the answer here, Laura?
8 multiply 8 equals 64.
Or negative 8 times negative 8, it will give us 64, right? Then we can solve this question. Square root x to the power of 2, it will be positive or negative square root of 64. Then the value of x equal positive or negative 8. Okay, grade 9. Then x to the power of 2 equals 64. We will find the square root for both two sides. Then I have positive or negative 4. So here in this case, we have how many solutions? We have how many solutions?
Two.
Two solutions, right? Two solutions. If you want to check your answer, then you will substitute the value of x. Then you come back and say 8 to the power of 2, and you have to write it between parentheses, which means if you want to write or to make a check, if you want to make check to your answer, you are going to write 8 to the power of 2. It will be equal 64, right? And also we can make negative 8 to the power of 2. It will be also equal how many?
64.
64, right? So this is the first case when we say that we have two solutions. Second, we are going to discuss one solution. Is there anyone can give me an example? How we will say that we have only one solution? Anyone can give me any example? When we have only one solution, it will be what? Anyone can give me an example? Okay, let me give you an example. X to the power of 2, x to the power of 2 plus 8 equal 8. X power 2 plus 8 equal 8. Now, how we can solve this question? How we can solve this question? 8 minus 8. Yes, we will transfer, right? We will transfer the number to the opposite side. Abdurrahman Abu Talib, could you please continue with me? Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman, good morning. Anyone else can continue, please? Okay, Mahi. Mahi?
You transfer the 8 to the side, so
Exactly.
x power 2 equal 8 minus 8.
Yes.
X power 2 equals 0.
Very good.
Solution.
Yes. So we have x to the power of 2. We will transfer 8 to the opposite side. So it will be 8 minus 8. Then x to the power of 2. It will be equal 0. Then now we will find the square root for both. Square root and square root. Did you hear anything called positive or negative 0 before? Did you hear anything called positive or negative 0? No, we don't have, right? So the answer should be equal 0. For this reason, we said that we have only one solution, right? So we have only one value for x, which we can substitute by using it to find the answer equal 0, right? So we have x squared equal 0. Which number we can add to this one to make the question equal 0? So it will be only 0. I don't have anything. So it will be 0 to the power of 2 equals 0, then 0 plus 8 equal 8, right? So in this case, we have only one solution. Let's move to the third one. Is there anyone can tell me an example how we can find no real numbers when we have no real number? Give me an example when we can say no real number.
When we have a negative under the radical sign.
Very good. When we have a negative under the radical sign. Exactly. So Adham, please give me an example when we have no real number. When we have no real number, could you please give me an example?
Okay. X equals 7.
Sorry, again, please.
Plus 9 equals 7.
Your voice is not clear yet. Yeah, Adham, could you please repeat?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, please. Yes.
X squared plus 9 equals the 7.
Very good. Equals 7. X squared plus 9 equal 7. Right? This is what you said. Okay, let's continue. We will add the additive inverse. For 9, it's -9, or we can say we can transfer 9 to the opposite side with different sign. Both, it will give us x squared equal 7 minus 9, right? 7 minus 9. Then x squared, it will be equal -2, right? Now we will find the square root of x to the power of 2 equal square root for -2. If you will try to find the square root of -2, you can find any two numbers. When you will multiply them together, the answer, it will be equal -2. Do you have something like this before? No. So there is no solution. I can't find any number. If I will multiply them together, the answer, it will be equal -2. For in this case, we are going to write no real solutions. Okay, no real solutions. So as I said, sometimes we have two solutions in case we have a positive number, and this positive number, we can find a root of it. We have one solution in case we have the x squared equals 0, so we have only one solution. No real number in case we have a negative number under the radical sign, or we can't factorize. How we can't factorize? Let me give you an example. If I will say x to the power of 2 plus 25 equals 0. X to the power of 2 plus 25 equals 0. How we can solve this question? How we can solve this question, grade 9? Huh?
We'll add the additive inverse.
We will add, okay, we will add the additive inverse. Yes. Crash, could you please tell me what is the additive inverse of the number in front of us now? You said x squared plus 25 equals 0. What is the additive inverse of 25?
Miss, you want it to be divided like 5?
No, I can't.
Square root of 25?
No, I will not divide. X squared plus 25 equal 0. How we can change this question to factorize it? So we said that we will add.
We can make we can use the x like the before factorizing method. We can make the x method. We can make the square root of 25.
A square root of 25. If this this equation now we can make factorize. If you have x squared plus 25, we can make factorize.
No, we have to remove the x power 2. It has to be only 1x.
It has to be only 1x. Okay, so could you please concentrate with me, Crash, for this point? Okay. It's very important. Okay, we said that we can add the additive inverse of 25, and the additive inverse of 25, it will be -25. So we can say that I'm going to add -25 for both sides. Or what is the second method? And instead of adding an additive inverse, what is the second method? Hanahani.
Transferring.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can transfer. Yes, both. So we have the two methods are okay. So we have x squared equal -25. What is the next step?
Find the square root.
Yes, we will find the square root for x to the power of 2. Welcome, Bomika. Good morning. Alhamdulillah, I heard your voice during the session. I'm very happy. So the answer, it will be square root for negative 25. We can find the answer for negative 25. There is a square root for negative 25.
There's no solution.
So in this one, we have no real solutions, right? So in this case, we have no real solutions. Okay, then we said that at the beginning, the standard, we have two solutions in case if I have a positive number, one solution in case if I have 0, and no real numbers in case if we can't make factorize or we have a negative number under the radical sign. So this is the first part in our lesson today, which we were talking about solving quadratic equation by using square root. Okay, we have another question. X plus 2 all to the power of 2 equal 9. How we can solve this question, grade 9? X plus 2 all to the power of 2 equal 9. How we will solve this question? How we will solve this question? X plus 2 all to the power of 2 equal 9. Who will start?
We're gonna square root to 9.
Yes, square root for 9. And also we will find the square root of x plus 2. Right? Did you remember when we have x to the power of 2 equal 9? We said square root of x to the power of 2 equal 9. Right? Square root of 9. And we said also it should be positive or negative square root 9. Then we have a value of x. It will be positive or negative 3. Right? But in this question, we have an expression x plus 2 all to the power of 2. So this question, we will also use a square root for both two sides. A square root equal positive or negative square root 9. So the basic are the same rule. X plus 2 all to the power of 2 under the radical sign. Now, in this question, we have two ways or two sides to find the answer. It will be what? It will be x plus 2 one time equal 3 or x plus 2 another time equal negative 3. Right? Because we said it will be positive or negative 3. Right? Then we will transfer 2 to the opposite side, which means we have x equal 3 minus 2, so the answer it will be equal 1. Or we will transfer 2 to the opposite side, then we have x equal negative 3 minus 2. So the answer it will be how many? So the answer x equal negative 5. Then in this question, we have two solutions, which is a solution set equal 1 and negative 5. The solution set, it will be 1 and negative 5. So we can remove, if you want to be sure, if you want to check your answer, if you will replace the value of x and put instead of it 1, it will be what? Grade 9. If I'm going to replace x and put instead of it 1, so the answer it will be what? It will be 1 plus 2 equal 3. 3 to the power of 2 equal how many? Equal 9.
Nine.
If you will replace the value of x by -5, so I'm going to remove x and put instead of it -5, then it will be -5 plus 2 all to the power of 2. Then -5 plus 2 equal -3. -3 all to the power of 2, so the answer it will be equal 9, right? Then the solution for this equation, it will be 1 and -5. It's your turn for the evaluation now. Please, I will write the question and you will give me the answer. Quickly, please. X to the power. Are you ready? Ready? Grade 7? Grade 9? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, miss.
Okay. عايزين نعمل التوب 3. Okay? You will send to me your answer private. And then I will announce who will be the top 3 in our class today. The question is 2x plus 1.
We send it on the group or private?
لا, private. So don't let anyone copy from you, okay? 2x plus 1 all to the power of 2 equal 25. So I'm waiting for your answer, grade 9. Or we make it Bob quiz. Quickly. 2x plus 1 all to the power of 2 equal 25. This is the first question. And I have another question. But send to me the first question and then the second. 49. X squared plus 1 equal 170. Okay, so I'm waiting for your answer for all the classes, not 1 or 2. I'm looking for all the classes.